In this video, I'm trying 8 different Xbox controllers ranging from the cheapest ones that you can find all the way to the most expensive. Let's just start with the coolest looking one here. This is the Hex Gaming ADVANCE. It's a completely custom controller with this sick custom colors along with interchangeable thumbsticks, digital tap triggers, a built-in rubber grip, and this nice 4-paddle layout which all cost a total of about $250. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, already this controller is literally so buggy. The thumbstick literally won't let me go right. And another thing is I literally can't even bind my top left paddle. It doesn't work. Let's go. I mean, even just trying to go through my weapons right now, like this controller is not usable. It's honestly unfortunate because I really wanted to like this controller. It has a lot of cool features, but unfortunately my first time ever using it, I am gonna have to send it back. So right now the rating just has to be 8 out of 8. It's definitely gonna be hard for a controller to be worse than that one, but I still have 7 more controllers, so I guess we'll see. Now for controller 2, I decided to go with this one, the Turtle Beach Recon. This thing is actually pretty cheap, like only around $50, and it comes with this sort of audio interface in the front, along with a grip and 2 extra back paddles, which are textured just like the triggers. It's such a small feature, but the textured triggers are actually so nice. It makes me like this controller so much more. Let's go. That shot was almost there. I just didn't have any mass to fight that. I feel like at this point, this controller is deserving of like the number 4 spot. That's where I'm gonna put it for now. By the way, with these rankings, I'm not taking into account price at all. I'm literally just ranking them based on how good they are. So that's gonna bring in the 3rd controller, which I think I'll stick with another cheap option, which is the $26 PowerA Enhanced. This thing is less than half the cost of a standard Xbox One controller, but it comes with features like this mic control button on the front, has a very slight texture grip on the back, and it comes with 2 extra back buttons. This dude is literally so low, and he really did hit that shot on me. Let's go, finally. I think this controller is actually the cheapest controller on the market that's actually like a viable option. There's some controllers cheaper than it, but all of them just have insane input lag. Bro, look at these sweats even in pubs. These controllers are actually so hard for me to use. I'm used to using 4-paddle PS4 controllers, and like this is a 2-paddle Xbox controller. So it's literally so different. But honestly, this time around, I liked this controller more than the Turtle Beach Recon, which I didn't expect. So I think a better ranking is putting this in the 4 spot and moving the Turtle Beach Recon to the 5 spot. Now for the 4th controller, the halfway point, let's bring in another expensive one. This is the $100 Victrix Gambit. It comes with a ton of features like interchangeable thumbsticks, D-pads, and even faceplates. There's a 2-way trigger stop system, and there's paddles which you can choose between 2 or 4. I've actually previously named this controller as my favorite Xbox One controller. However, that was before I got a couple of these other controllers, so I'm not sure if that still holds true. Right off the bat though, this controller actually feels so much better. I got my 4 paddles back, everything feels smooth, I'm liking it. Bro, I almost chose that so hard. Bro! I guarantee on any other controller in this video, I would have been dead already. Thank you. Bro. My aim on this controller is actually insane. No way. Bro, how are you even hitting me? Wait, killed me from that? No way. I mean, it really doesn't even matter. I really don't think that any controller has even came close to how good this one feels. So for the ranking, I'm 100% putting it at the #1 spot. But one of these final 4 controllers could definitely change that. So next, I think I just have to try the standard controller with 2 paddles. There's really nothing special about this setup other than this controller being the known and loved original Xbox One controller. The craziest part about this setup is in total it actually costs $80, which is more expensive than 4 of the other controllers. You know what? I actually kind of like these paddles. They're pretty easy to press, they're responsive, and of course the standard controller, although it doesn't really have any features, it's a quality controller. I think this setup belongs in the 5 spot, and I'm gonna move the 2 really cheap controllers up 1 spot. This next controller is actually another one that I've never tried before. It's made by aoLion, and it's sort of a generic Xbox controller, but it has a bit of a textured grip on the back, and it has 4 back buttons. Okay, this controller is also pretty buggy, not gonna lie. I feel like about half the time the edits feel like they have some sort of weird delay, and it seems like some of these buttons just don't really work that well. My aim is still good on it though. The unfortunate part is that I actually really like this paddle layout. It's actually so bad. I mean, I feel like I can't do anything. There was so much potential with it, but it just fell short. This controller deserves a spot right ahead of the Hex Gaming ADVANCE, but I'm in luck with another quality controller coming in next. This controller is by far the most popular Xbox Pro controller. I'm sure most of you know about this one, but it's the Xbox Elite Series 2. And this controller definitely has a bunch of features like a built-in rubber grip, interchangeable thumbsticks and D-pad, a 3-way trigger stop system, and 4 paddles on the back. I think the total cost of this kit is right around $180, which is pretty pricey, but this controller is made by Microsoft again, so you kind of know that it's going to be quality. Bro, what is this game? The thing just one-shotted me. Even though I'm not a huge fan of the paddles, this is definitely a really solid Xbox controller, and I think it definitely deserves spot #2. Now, the final controller is, I think, one of the first Xbox controllers I ever tried, and that's gonna be the $60 PowerA Fusion Pro 2. It's literally a cheaper clone of the Elite Series 2 with interchangeable thumbsticks, face plates, along with a grip, trigger stops, and a very similar 4-paddle layout. For some reason, this controller has always felt just so fast. I don't know if it's something to do with the thumbsticks or what. And that's the end of that one. I've used this controller enough to reasonably know that it deserves the 3 spot. So that means the final rankings are in. In last place is the Hex Gaming ADVANCE because it literally just had so many issues for me. That's followed by the generic 4-paddle controller in 7th place. Also had some issues with that one. The standard Xbox One controller with the 2 paddles in 6th. The Turtle Beach Recon in 5. The $26 PowerA Enhanced in the 4 spot. The PowerA Fusion Pro 2 in the 3 spot. The Xbox Elite Series 2 comes in 2nd place, and the #1 best Xbox controller is the Victrix Gambit. So those are my thoughts. Let me know if I missed any other Xbox controllers. Remember to subscribe, and thanks so much for watching.